大家好, today is day 23. Continue on the philosophy theme. Let's do it. Aristotle was born around 384 BC in the ancient Greek kingdom. His father was the royal doctor. He grew up to be arguably the most influential philosopher after Modest nicknamed the master, simply the philosopher. His first big job was tutoring Alexander the Great. Aristotle then ended Athens, worked with Plato for a bit, and branched out on his own. He founded a little school called Lycée, a French secondary school, lycée, in honor of this venture. He liked to walk about teaching and discussing ideas. His followers were nicknamed Polybotetics, the Wanderers. His many books actually lecture notes. Aristotle was fascinated by how many things actually work. How does it grow in eggs? How does squid reproduce? What is plant growth in another? And most importantly, what makes a human life and a whole society go well? Aristotle's philosophy was about practical wisdom. There are four big philosophical questions he answered. 1. What makes people happy? In the Nicomachean Ethics, the book got its name because it was edited by his son. Aristotle set himself the task of identifying the factors lead people to have a good life, or not. He suggested that the good and successful people all possess distinct virtue, identifying what these are so that we can nurture them in ourselves and honor them in others. Aristotle arrows in 11 virtues: magnificent, magnificent, pride, patience, truthfulness, wittiness, modesty. Aristotle also observed every virtue seems to be bang in the middle of two vices, occupies what he termed the golden mean between two extremes character. For example, under the charming title of conversational virtues, wit, buffoonery, and boorishness, people have better conversations. Knowing how to have good conversations is one of the key ingredients of a good life, Aristotle recognized. Some people go wrong because they lack a subtle sense of humor. That's the bore. Someone useless for any kind of social intercourse because they contribute nothing and take offense at everything. But others carry humor to excess. The buffoon cannot resist a joke, sparing neither himself or anybody else, provided he can raise a laugh and saying things that a man of taste would never dream of saying. So, the virtuous person is in the golden means in the area, witty but tactful. Draws up a table of a too little, too much, and just right, rather host of virtues. We can't change our behavior in any of these virtues, but change is possible eventually. Moral goodness is of habit. It takes time, practice, encouragement. Aristotle thinks people who lack virtue should be understood as unfortunate rather than wicked. What they need is not scolding in prison, but better teachers and more guidance.